Hi, I'm Helen from ARTea Art School, and I've been running the holiday programs at Gusworks for around about 7 or 8 years now. I have a beautiful art studio in Port Melbourne. We do beautiful after-school programs, holiday programs, corporate team building events, hen parties. So, as you know, as soon as the coronavirus happened, we had to close our doors straight away because we use, in front of large groups. So I was devastated. I've run the business for 7 years now, and I just thought, what can I do? So I wanted to keep engaging my students online. So I started straight away a Facebook art challenge. So every day I've put up a challenge for students to engage in. I got up to 400 people enroll in the group. And this was great in the school holidays because I had so many parents texting me and email me saying, hey, as soon as the kids wake up on a morning, they ask straight away, what's the challenge? What are we doing today? And it would give them something to work towards. But now we've moved into term 2 and also the school holiday programs. Usually my school holiday programs are fully booked. So that's a huge revenue for us, for me. And then obviously working into term 2 would normally have, I've got over 50 students enrolled normally in my course. And I run this in five schools across Victoria. So what I've done is I've done live, online art activities. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, there's Zoom online with me. And we go through an hour and a half, and each one's about an artist. So last week we did Keith Haring. And this week we're learning all about Ken Don. So I thought what I'd do is share a little bit about Ken Don, a little bit what the students have been learning. And then if you want to do the full tutorial, I've also recorded some online tutorial that you can do at your own time. You can stop and start, you can give it as a gift, whatever. So with the coronavirus, I've really had to think on my feet, think outside the box, think about what I can do. So online art activities, live Zoom classes, and then art packs too. And then also, I used to run beautiful birthday parties, art birthday parties. So they've actually gone online too. I've done 2 so far. They've been great, and I've gone and dropped art packs off at the children with each of the guests. And then I've done a live session with them. We've all sang happy birthday together, and I've put some music on the end. We've had a bit of a dance, did some drawing games against each other. So it's a good way for children to still socialise with each other because they get to talk to each other on Zoom and interact with each other, which has been a really good plus of it. So I just thought I'd introduce, this is Ken Don. He's an Australian artist. He went to art school when he was only 14. But when he left art school, he didn't get straight into his practice, his painting. He went and did advertising. And then he just couldn't any longer continue with advertising, and he just had a passion for painting. And he said he didn't have his first exhibition till he was 40. Which I thought was really interesting because he got lots of rejections, nobody would take him on. Then he finally opened up this beautiful gallery, and he sells his work across the world. So he's a very iconic Australian artist. He's very humble. He's just wants to paint the impression, the idea. It's very sort of simple, childlike, colourful. And yeah, so one of my favourite is his Sydney Harbour Bridge. And the Opera House, he's not trying to represent it perfectly. He says that's for photography. He just does the shape just to give the idea of the Opera House. The same as the Great Barrier Reef, the coral, beautiful colours there as well. Very famous one is Postcards from Sydney. We've been looking at that. So what I've been doing in my classes is doing step by step how to do that. We might do that on the board, and then if you want to join in, you can too. So I've done I've done an example here. So this is just what I've shown the students of what we're going to be looking at. And we first start with the bridge, and then we do this, and then I go through with them step by step with the watercolour. So, put this all here. going to grab a texter. You'll have your piece of paper or canvas or whatever you've got. We just want to draw our horizon line first. So this is this long line here, right across the middle of your page. So straight across the middle of your page. Then we're going to draw the bridge first. We've got these two towers here as markers. So I'm just going to draw them first. So really just drawing two rectangles. And then you just want to draw the middle of the bridge, which is actually the road of the bridge. So if you've been to Sydney, you'd often gone along this road. Then you've got your pointers either side to do your bridge. So you're just going to go from the top, over, 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 and down, okay? And then again at the bottom, up, over, over, down. And then we're just going to put some triangles in between, up, down, like this. And then from the bottom of your triangles, just going to do some lines. So it's very, very quick, very easy, very simple. You've got lots of skyscrapers and building in Sydney. You just want to draw a few of them in, you can do. Okay, and some more buildings here. Ooh, it's squiggly. I'm out of practice drawing on a whiteboard. Up, down, some more skyscrapers here. And then you've got the opera house. So it's just triangles. So you've got the bottom of your page here. You just want to do a line across and down and across. Okay, and we do 1, 2, 3, 4 triangles going across your page. I'm just going to go up and across and down, across and up. So he's not trying to represent it perfectly. He said that's for photography. He said it, painting is like jazz. It's just like getting the correct note onto the canvas when he's painting. And then you've just got your little boats that are around. They're just little triangles as well. So just a little up, down, like this. Okay. And that's what I'm just going to show you today. You can get your watercolours out and give it a really beautiful paint. Watercolour the background and then use thick acrylic on top. If you want the full tutorial, it's on my Facebook. So I just want to say thank you for listening, and hopefully I will be teaching face-to-face, but I do feel like this is sort of a new leg to the business, so I can still keep doing my online courses each week, put a new online tutorial, because people around the world can access as well. So maybe that might be in a form of subscription. So I do think there is some positive things that have come out of here, and it's certainly made me think about how I can adapt and redo my business. So thank you for listening. Bye.